What's up, y'all? It's Ebb and Flow. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm bringing y'all another video. This video, I wanted to talk about just the reality of how employers move when they're looking to hire somebody. And one of them, I want to talk about social media. The other one, I want to talk about background checks in general, where they look up if you've been convicted of a crime, if you've been if you have convictions that disqualify you from, that particular job, right? Mind you, me personally, I have no convictions. I have a clean criminal record, no felonies. However, one thing I will admit to you guys, I have been arrested before, and it's public information. I went through the case. I caught my first case at 21, my first and last case at 21. I have mentioned on this channel plenty of times the lifestyle I used to live, so you get the gist. It has something to do with that. Uh, yeah, I got arrested when I was 21. I had two co-defendants. I got arrested with two other people. And I'm not going to talk about the situation in this video because the point of the video is when it comes to getting jobs and stuff like that. So basically, I'm going to put it to you guys like this. By law, jobs cannot really ask you if you've ever been arrested for anything, because if you're not convicted of that particular arrest, like if you got arrested for something, it could be anything, and you did not get convicted for it, it's kind of irrelevant when it comes to the job market and you applying for jobs and stuff like that. However, if you've been convicted of misdemeanors or felonies, all of that is going to pop up on your background check when you go and apply for a job. So like I said, anyone who can relate to this and they're watching this video, do me a favor and please hit the subscribe button. This is a free game type of channel, like a free whatever. Like, you safe over here. Like, I don't judge anybody, because like I said, like I went through the same thing similar. Like, it's just the only difference is what I went through. I'm gonna break it down to you. So in some cities and states, whether it be a big city or a small town, there are differences when it comes to the criminal justice system. And what I mean by that is, if you get arrested in, let's say, New York City, like big cities like New York City, LA, Chicago, Miami, if you get arrested in those big cities, chances are there's so much going on in those cities, like so much crime going on in those cities. They're only going to put on the news like the biggest crimes, like the ones that are really destructing the community, stuff like that, right? Like, and I'm talking, the reason I know this is because I have family members. I have family members and old friends that have multiple convictions. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't have any convictions. I have a clean criminal record. I have old friends and I have family members that have multiple convictions, like 5 or more. And when you try to Google their name, you can't find any of, like, you can't find a news article, nothing. Like, they just have those felonies. And I'm talking, these are serious stuff, like trafficking, robbery, stuff like that. Like, I got people in my family like this, like, they have all of this on their record, but you cannot find nothing about it online if you tried. I tried it, but not because I tried looking them up, because not because I'm stalking them, because I was kind of comparing it to my situation. So back to the point of this video, when you get to small towns, when we're talking about small towns versus big cities, they don't really put too many stuff on the news, like, however, in small towns, if you grew up in like a small town, basically you could steal a Snickers bar out of the candy store, and they're going to put it all over the news. They're going to make it this big thing. They're going to drag it because they have nothing to do. Like, the police out there have nothing to do. It's like this big thing for them. New York City's like New York City, and like places like New York City, Chicago, Philly, there's like murders happening every day. Like, it's like they're going to prioritize what they put in the news, because otherwise it'd just be too much. Like, it's overkill, stuff like that. Like, basically. So now, to be honest with you guys, so me personally, I got arrested in a kind of like what you call a small town. There's stuff going on in that city, but like, it's not enough to where, police will prioritize, or the media will prioritize what they put on the news and whatnot. So long story short, like my arrest situation, they put mine wasn't on the news, but you could Google it. Like they made it like a news article where so I wasn't on TV or anything. This is just a news article, that lists the arrest details and stuff like that. Uh, I don't care. Meaning this, like I take full accountability. I'm mature. I long got over that. Look, this was 8 years ago. This was 8 years ago. Um, and I also have long accepted that I'm gonna have to deal with this if I want to take working seriously, if I want to go and get jobs and stuff like that. I already know that there's a potential that my coworkers and stuff like that could look me up and find out what that situation was when I was 21. Mind you, it's nothing crazy. Like if you like the situation I got myself into, I will break the whole story down in another video. The situation I got myself into, many young people do this. Like many, like it's nothing crazy. And like I said, I've said multiple times on this channel that I used to live a certain lifestyle. So like I just thank God that I made it this far with zero felonies, zero convictions. I beat that case. Like I said, I will make another video on this, but what I do have to deal with that follows me is um employers could look this up. Like when they want to do their homework on you and figure out if they want to hire you, they can look me up and see that article, and they could see like anyone that has the same last name as me. They can also look up their stuff as well. Like I'm saying, like when let's say you type in my name and my last name pops up. My last name also has like I got other people in my family with the same last name as me that also got into situations and stuff like that. So, but because I don't have any convictions, it's illegal for any employer to ask me the question, hey, have you ever been arrested? Uh, Now, they could ask me, have you ever been convicted? In which I would say no. But if the application says, have you ever been arrested? I could also legally say no. Because if I wasn't convicted for it, I could pretty much answer the question, rather, that I was never arrested because it's irrelevant. So basically, I got this new job. I just got this new job. I got past the first recruiter. I had to have 3 different interviews. You know, I showed up nice, suit, stuff like that. And I ended up getting hired, and this is a job like in my degree field. I have a college degree. I'll talk about that in another video. I ended up getting hired. They liked my personality. They liked how I carried myself. And I have relevant experience that was not in an employment setting. So this type of work that I'm doing, I was doing this same type of work, but like not in an employment setting. So I put that down on my resume that I did it. They ended up liking me. They got me on the job. But one thing that I will admit, and that I knew this was coming, because I take full ownership of the past. I don't regret it. Basically I don't. I'm not sitting here like, oh, you know, they're gonna find something on me. Like I have nothing to hide. Like I have nothing to hide, and that's not even the reason I'm wearing a mask on video. Like I don't want to be famous, stuff like that. Like I don't want to be famous. I don't care about likes and views, how many I get. If I get 2 likes on a video, I don't care. If I get 1 like on a video, I don't care. But basically, yeah, this is something I know a lot of people can relate to. Subscribe to the channel if you do, and that's also part of the reason why I didn't want to stay on social media, because it just be another added layer of a thing that employers could look at. You get what I mean? So I was reflecting on this topic in the video because basically when I start to like go through certain negative experiences in the workplace, I kind of already know what it is. People think they know something about your background, stuff like that. And I want all the smoke. Like I got nothing, like in terms of that, like I don't got nothing to hide like with them. I don't got nothing to hide. Uh I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you're even interested in hearing about, or hearing about me drop a video on the story of how I got arrested and stuff like that, I'm gonna make the video anyway at some point, but I don't know. This is a video I got for you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Please subscribe.